Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob, and welcome to the Epileptic Gamer Podcast. It's about damn time I'm back, and I am so happy I get to start off with this. Fallout, the TV show. Everybody's talking about it, and with good reason, because it has quickly become one of the most popular TV shows, sitting at a current 93% on Rotten Tomatoes on the tomato meter and 88% on the audience score. That's pretty damn good, considering the top rated show of all time for video games is none other than Arcane, sitting at 100% since 2021 on the tomato meter and a 96% on the average score for audience. That's just insane to think about when you think about the video game movies. And so on the video game curse within the movies, because, let's face it, there hasn't been a whole lot of decent adaptations lately. And I understand why people want to have like a better safe than sorry type of scenario. But we have to take this into the consideration where we have people that care now. Like, for example, Twisted Metal, yeah, it's not good on the tomato meter, but 94% on the average score. And for those wondering, the tomato meter is like critics, and Twisted Metal is sitting at a 67%. That's as of recording, which is April 15th. And on top of everything, we have not only that, the Halo series that was supposed to be the second coming of everything, completely just didn't do well at all. Then we have Horizon Zero Dawn on the horizon, no pun intended there, which apparently rumor has it it's going to be picked up by Amazon. Hopefully they do as good as Fallout and did with Horizon 2. They have God of War coming up. No one knows exactly how that's going to happen. No one knows what gods they're going to use. But God of War in TV form, live action? Yes. Yes, please. And if you want to keep going, we have Cyberpunk. We have Gran Turismo, like I said earlier. We have the Resident Evil movies, which we really don't talk about. But they're there. They're there, don't worry. We still acknowledge them. And we have the Tomb Raider series, the Felicia Vikander, which was supposed to get a sequel before the copyright ran out. There's a lot of stuff out there, and even the Super Mario movie, which is getting a sequel. Sonic the Hedgehog, which is getting 3 movies, by the way, if you include the other 2. So, this is a new era when you think about it. This is not 10, 15 years ago when you heard video game adaptation and you said, shit, this is going to be terrible. The Last of Us. That's all I have to say. Look at The Last of Us. It was incredible. People loved it. It got 9 out of 10s or 8 out of 10s and even a 10 out of 10 across the board. I believe the worst score they had was like an 8.5. I could be wrong. But it was phenomenal because they held true to what the story was. It wasn't a 1-to-1, but it was the true story. Like, they copied it from the game and they kept the source material. That's what happens when you do it. Fallout stuck to the source material in a way. It did good. Arcane picked out what people loved about the series, characters they loved from the games, and put their own spin on them and made magic. I don't really know too much about Twisted Metal, but it's 94% with audience, so it has to be good. Tomb Raider, it's not that bad. It's not that good. It's one of those movies that's in between. Gran Turismo, that was actually very, very good in my opinion. Like I said, but that's one of the more decisive movies. The Last of Us. They stuck to the source material. I said it before, I say it again. That's what you gotta do. Stick to the source material, people. That's something that you have to take into account. If it does not stick to the source material, you will never have your stake you'll never have your stake to claim in TV and movies. But the Fallout TV show shows that video games now have their spot. This is their time that they can shine. This is their platform that they can shine. And this is a good thing. Because when people see Fallout, Twisted Metal, Arcane, Super Mario Brothers, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, they can look at that and watch it and say, I want to check this game out. I want to see what this game is all about. Let's see what the changes. And that's going to cause them to go out and buy the game, and people get to enjoy these masterpieces of games with us. And that's why I think this is such a good thing to have happen. It's about time. And when I say that, I mean it is about time. We have great movies coming out, great TV shows coming out across the board, because it is overdue. Gamers have not had the best of luck when it comes to TV shows and movies. Because I don't need to say much, but let's look at the Resident Evil series. It's not good. We don't really talk about Resident Evil because they can never get it right. But if they were to stick to the source material, I think if they were to try again, you know the old saying, try again until you succeed? I think it's possible for them to get it right. I think the formula's there now that they can get it right. And I wouldn't be shocked to see if they announced that they are going to try to get it right. But only time can tell on that front. And Tomb Raider, they tried to get it right, and they did on some parts. They leaned heavily on the fact that it was based on the reboot, which I don't think people liked, but you know what? You can't always please people. But in the end, this is a good thing. I mean, it's not a great thing. It's not an amazing thing. It's a phenomenal thing to have. Because this goes to show that we have pop culture now in video games. And vice versa. Video games now have their spot. In cinema, in TV shows, and so much more. The Super Mario movie made so much money. It stayed in theaters for probably longer than it should have, but it kept making money. That's how good this stuff can be. Sonic the Hedgehog constantly sold out in theaters. Super Mario constantly sold out in theaters. You name the movie, if it was good, it sold out in theaters. And that's what is so good about it. When these developers, the producers, directors, actors, they give a damn about the show, they give a damn about the source material, they will 100% deliver. Arcane is the perfect example of that. Fallout is the perfect example of that. Twisted Metal. I'd never watched a series, but from what I hear, perfect example. You want even a better example? The Last of Us. They care. They delivered. End of story. So, in conclusion, I don't really think I can say anything other than this. It's about damn time. It's about damn time that the video game curse that was once plaguing Hollywood is gone. Because of Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War coming out soon, they're going to have company. And they're going to make waves and probably more people that are going to not expect. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see who they cast as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Cannot wait to see who they cast Kratos from God of War. It is going to be so much fun to see. And if you don't, or if you're not even excited for these next 5 to 10 years, you better check your pulse. Because this is the time to be a gaming fan and a TV fan. Because your worlds are about to collide in the best possible way. That I don't know. I mean, this is it. Like, this is everything. And that's basically all you can say. This is it. So, that is all for today. At least on that subject. I have one final thing I am proud to announce. I can't go into detail about it yet because it's just hard to explain how we're doing it. But behind the scenes, there is a lot of stuff going on that I cannot wait to unveil with you guys. And believe me, when I do, I want you to be a part of it. You will be a part of it. You'll be able to interact with it in some ways. And it's going to be so much fun. So, on that note, I bid you guys a happy rest of April. And we will see you. Keyword there is a little bit of a hint. We, by the way. We will see you in the future during the next episode. Bye-bye now.